Still a productive day, still a great day. Let's talk a little bit about that, shall we? So, here's the deal. Sometimes things happen in life. I had some stuff going on behind the scenes, personal stuff that has literally nothing to do whatsoever with my streams, and quite frankly, I never would have even mentioned it to any of you if it didn't affect them. Well, it did. All right? I had to have an interruption to my stream today, no matter what, in the afternoon. My haters were frantically trying to screen grab my phone to figure out what the number was and who it was I was talking to on the phone. These idiots trying to fucking pry into my private life. That's how loserish these people are. When you say to me, Phil, you obsess too much about what your haters do. No. You don't have any idea the extents these people go to. Because trust me, if there was information here, they would have fucking called the number. They would have harassed people involved. They would have been all over it because that's what they do. They're actual mentally unsound people. Normal people don't act like this. No, to them, this is the opportunity to try to ruin Phil's life. You understand? Anything we could do, any private information, let's ruin Phil's life as much as we can. That's how fucked up, and just look at their Twitter accounts. They were doing it today. People were sending me this information. Just so you know, obsessed people are doing crazy things right now to you. That's great. I don't really need to know that. But man, to see them prove every point I've ever made about them right is pretty ironic because they do it publicly. Yet people act like that doesn't exist. Oh, Phil, that's not happening. It's public. You can check their fucking Twitter feeds right now. They posted it everywhere. Look, here's the screen cap. We tried to rip from the video and analyze and get the number, but we can't get it. It's too blurry. People are nuts. I mean it. No, that's not me making a joke. That's not me. Oh, Phil, you're talking about mentally ill is wrong. No. It's wrong if it's an exaggeration for the of insulting. I'm not trying to insult anyone. People who act like that are mentally unsound, and they should actually seek professional help or be directed to it. You don't do that kind of fucked up stuff. Who cares what this thing is that's going on that I'm going to tell you the full story of tomorrow? Why would you try to pry into my private life? Why am I making you wait? Because it's a story that needs to be told in order and make sense. It's a stupid story. It's annoying. It's you know, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, let me tell you a 15, 20-minute story before we're supposed to do gameplay. This is not the podcast. That's the point of the podcast. If I have a story to tell, I'll tell it on the podcast because that gives content to the podcast. You understand the concept of a podcast. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't understand the concept of a podcast. Allow me to explain. On a podcast, someone is there to discuss topics. Usually there's an interesting story. There's something to discuss with a little bit of feedback. Sometimes there's an interview, but sometimes there's a back and forth with a viewing audience. Sometimes, you know what I mean? There's many topics usually in a podcast, and it involves someone talking. So why would I do that now when I'm about to start a game when I could do it on a podcast tomorrow? Why jump the gun, right? Why so patronizing to a viewer question? Because I'm not being patronizing. I'm answering the question. The question was, why won't I tell the story tonight if it's mundane? I just answered it for you because I run a podcast every day and I'm saving the content for the podcast because that's where you should tell those kind of stories. This is not rocket science and it's not patronizing. That's me explaining things very rationally and matter-of-factly. If you think it's patronizing, maybe you're a little sensitive sissy. Yeah. Maybe you should pull up your panties a little tighter then. Holy shit. Wow. I definitely need a break from all these RPGs, so I'm glad that Diablo has been finished for now. Hey everyone, I'm just sitting down. It went well. By the way, I liked the ending of the game. I actually enjoyed it. I definitely am appreciative because my audience over the last 2 streams explained some of this plot to me. So I liked it more because I kind of understood it better. And it was a good experience overall. I think the game is quite good. Am I in love with it? Is it reinventing the wheel? No. You know, someone said something to me last time. They were like, are you aware you have all these potions likely in your inventory you've never used, and they're all like experience buff potions? I was like, no. I had no idea. We're in the end game no matter what. This is the end of the game. It's possible. It's possible we can basically get a completion tonight, but it's not necessarily likely. You know, I'll kind of leave it as a possibility. I want a break from the game. I've been playing it for a month, Just like with Zelda, I've been playing Zelda for almost 2 months. I need breaks from these games. I really do. I don't know if I'll go back to it at a future date or not. I never said... See, this is the thing. People are stupid. Says a lot of people stuck around during the interruption. They wanted to find out what would happen when you came back. You wouldn't tell them. Yeah, because I said all along I was telling you tomorrow. I even said that on today's podcast. I said I will tell you tomorrow when the story is resolved what it was. I never said I was going to come back and tell the story then. I never said that at all. So people are stupid. And they just started, I guess, believing something in a weird groupthink manner, despite the fact the person making the content already explained the way that the story would be told, and they ignored it. You know what they call that? Being dumb. So sorry if people sat around expecting something that I distinctly told them would be tomorrow. That was dumb. Shall we continue? What's the next thing? Throw another thing at me. Come on. Let's go. Let's keep going before we start with Diablo. Let's get this going. No, I am not interested in NBA 2K24. I didn't know what was coming out. I know nothing really about it. I don't really care about basketball to begin with. I'm not really interested in the sport. All right, anything else? Any other questions or comments? Thank you to the for the first contribution of the night. Guys, tonight, it would be great, of course, if you could support the stream as always, particularly earlier today because the stream was all affected by timing being interrupted and everything. It was a slower stream for support. I don't blame anyone. It was Final Fantasy 16 and it was an interrupted stream. Tonight would be great if you could support my content if you like it, if you've liked this Diablo 4 playthrough all along, and you want to say thanks. Or maybe you want to say, hey, just thanks for everything in general here on DSP Gaming, all the content you put out. Maybe you just want to be nice. Maybe you want to help out your fellow viewer by gifting some gifted memberships tonight and help them out. You don't care about me. You care about everyone else here. That's cool, too. Anything is appreciated. Thank you to anyone who supports the stream in any way tonight. Ugh. If you could support the stream tonight in any way, like a like, or a super chat, or a membership, or a tip, would all be greatly appreciated. Like I said earlier, today was slow. Tomorrow's going to be even worse. Like, today was slow. Why? Because my stream got interrupted, and it was Final Fantasy 16, so it was kind of like a double whammy. Yeah, well, tomorrow's the triple whammy, because tomorrow's my React day, and I'm only streaming once, and usually when I stream the React stuff, people don't really contribute to it anyway. So it's like the quadruple whammy over the weekend. So... yes, it would definitely be appreciated if you could support the stream tonight.
What more would you have me do? Tell me. Please.
Well, shout out to who did both a super chat and I believe also a tip. Let's go ahead and get on the leaderboard here. We got a $2.03 tip. First tip of the night. Okay. Whoa, is that Mephisto? He's encased in this orb. I'm lost. Why is Mephisto still helping them? They just went directly against what he wanted them to do, but he's still opening the gate for them. Are they seriously gonna fucking make me do the whole fight from the start? Dude, fuck that! Fuck you! Dude, that's complete bullshit.
And yet, here we are, again. I gave you free will, and you've squandered it.
Just did a $20 super chat, apparently. I missed it. When did that happen? It didn't happen in the chat. What? There's a pop-up saying did a $20 super chat, but it's not in the chat. So when did it happen? What the hell? No, it wouldn't have been auto-blocked. They're not blocked. That person is definitely not blocked. I don't know. It went through, but it's not in the chat. So how does that even happen? I didn't see, I saw the pop-up happened on screen, but not in the chat. Well, I hope it counted. By the way, apparently did a $50 super chat. Thank you so much for that. Enjoy this Final Fantasy 16 animation for that. There it is. You got fooled, man. You totally got fooled. Yeah, matter of factly, today sucked for support, and it's no one's fault. We had a disjointed first stream, and we had Diablo, a game that, quite frankly, never really had tons of support to begin with. We had a couple people here and there who came by and supported it in droves, but it was a slow support day. Tomorrow is also going to be a slow support day. I already know this, all right? That's why I'm grateful that people have been so supportive during days where they have games like Street Fighter 6, because it helps to make this even out when I have a weekend like this weekend where everything is weird and screwed up, okay? Thank you so very much for the animation, for the support. I really appreciate that. Prepare for the twist ending. You know we're about to see a crazy twist ending. How long does this go on? Because I thought this was the end, so I didn't split the part. I went long on the part, and now it's still going? How much longer do we have, guys, in the story? 10 minutes? An hour? Does anyone know? It's ridiculous.
Shut up, Rex.
Alright, guys, well, that's going to be it for tonight, but what we can do is chill for a little bit, because I still have about half an hour extra here on the stream to do whatever. So let's actually adjourn with the game. Yeah, because some people will say, oh, Phil, did you see you didn't even hit like a tips goal today? I mean, you're right. I think I hit $50 on the first stream, and this second stream I got like $7 or something like that. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to freak out about it. We'll just do like an additional bonus video of me kind of hanging out with you guys and talking. There's nothing better to do. All right? All right? It's a slow weekend. It will be a slow weekend. It happens. But the other things like Street Fighter being amazing yesterday made up for it. It's cool. All right? Any contributions at this point, guys, would be appreciated. As I said earlier, today was a slow stream for good reason. It was an interrupted, broken stream because of personal stuff going on. And then on top of that, it was Final Fantasy regardless. So it wasn't exactly the most popular of streams. It'd be great to just have a little bit of Q&A here and end the night if you contribute. Thank you so much. So let's do it. Let's get started. I'll start recording here. Here we go. Alrighty, everyone. So welcome to a special bonus video. Right now, I am live here with my audience after the end of Diablo 4. We wrapped up the campaign. We've got a little bit of extra time here tonight. That's why everything's red. It was in honor of Diablo 4. And I said, let's just chat for a little bit. Let's hang out. Let's see what you guys want to discuss. A little bit of Q&A here open tonight for, 20, 30 minutes or whatever. See how it goes. All right. I tried to play it, and the game didn't really explain anything really about how to properly play it. I don't know anything about it. If you can spout out a few names of RPGs you'd like me to talk about, I will. Off the top of my head, I'm not going to be able to come up with all of them. So if you give me some names, I'll answer that. And I was like, well, I didn't really like it that much. I'll reserve judgment till I play it, but it looks good. It's good that they're rebooting the plotline again. When you go to my Patreon, if you're not aware, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. For a $50 pledge in a month, you get a private video. It could be Q&A, where I just answer questions privately for you. So I think we're going to see a retro-style event, a retrospective-style event, a Project 7 event. It could be a React video of your own choice, 20, 25 minutes long. It's your call. Like, I predict we're going to do a bunch of those special things. It should be pretty fun. Haseo says, now Diablo 4 is officially done. What's the next playthrough I plan on doing? Again, we haven't decided yet. This week, we will have one night open, Tuesday night. Here's what I'm thinking, is that since we haven't done it in a month, and that's really it, I would ask, yeah, if you support my stuff, swing by tomorrow. If you can support the podcast, if you're only going to be here for that, or if you could support the React channel tomorrow, that'd be great. Because typically days when we do DSP versus the internet, those streams are dead. I almost get no support once the show starts. It'd be great to get some, all right? That was the day. It was a weird day, but it was still a fun day, and I had a good day with all of you. Thank you all for watching. Have a good evening. See you in the morning for the podcast. And of course,